Hello again. After a long absence, this is S. Scott from the Retro Gamer Forum. Just up in his games room, trying to tidy a few things up, and just start to play a few games and a few systems I haven't looked at for a while. This afternoon, I was just looking at the ST and just trying to check everything works, and sadly it didn't. So over there in the corner is another dead ST. Second one I've got there, and I have my final ST there, which is a 1040. Now looking through this camera, it looks in a lot better condition than it does in reality. It's one of them, unfortunately, has gone a little bit yellow. It doesn't look too bad here through the camera. And anyway, so I decided to test a couple of games, and that's why I found out the last one wasn't working. So this is a 1040, which means it's got the 1 meg of RAM in it, and it was chucked out from an old school, so I salvaged it, and literally from a skip, and it works. It's amazing how many of the systems you keep in good condition break, and the ones that you sort of found in car boots or wherever, so you just persist whatever. Anyway, the game I'm going to look at first of all is this one by Psygnosis. It's called Blood Money, which is the follow-up to Menace. I was going to put the opening game screen on its 2 discs, but I've decided to skip that because it takes a while to load up. And Psygnosis did some quite good game art, and a lot of the ST and Amiga games have quite good box art. Just trying to get the lens glare off there. So you can see some sort of previews of the screenshots, and the usual blurb at the back here. It did include 1 or 2 extras. I'm just going to show one. It did have a poster. I think I used to put these up in my bedroom when I was in my late teens or in the 80s or whatever it was. So that's the poster there. It's also the loading screen. I bought this game from a play store called Playtime in Sheffield, which I've banged on about before, and it included both discs. This is one of them, Barbarian, accidentally put in, probably because it had Psygnosis on, but there's both Barbarian discs in here as well, which just were found in the box, so whoever's been labelling things up as just thought it was the same game, which is better. No game box, but better than nothing. So with my last ST, if it goes on me here, I'm not buying another one. I've got 3 already. I'm just going to have a look at the game Blood Money. Put down. I'm going to get a bit of banding on the screen, hopefully it's not too bad. So I'm using one of the older joysticks there. These are a lot better than the kind of cockpit style joysticks. This is a Competition Pro, I think, and it's quite a good joystick. F1 for one player. So this is the first level. There are 4 main areas. Just going to take the pad off the base because it's moving the camera. So in the last 6 or 7 months, apart from the fact I'm still teaching, I've been collecting quite a few new systems. I'll do a run video at some point. Lots of more new Mega Drive games. Bought a Philips CDI since last time. About the only system I bought, I think, new in the northeast. And still watch everyone's videos. This year we're going to 2 events. One's in Wolverhampton, 16th and 17th, called Retro Revival, which I'll hopefully be helping run 1 or 2 competitions. And the other one is the 3rd Play. I made a mess of that. Which is in October, I think, at Manchester. Right, well, I've collected a little money. That's first, a bit like a lot of the Bitmap Brothers layouts. You've got choice of weapons you can pick. It's the double shoot. Now, one of the things labelled at the ST is its music is inferior to the Amiga, which it often is. Samples never seem to be quite as sharp. And on this game the scrolling is not the fastest. My aim on this video is just to get to the next level. You can see everything moves really quite slow, sort of the bullets, but the game does start to get trickier as it goes on, as you would hope. And you have a little energy bar at the bottom, so one hit doesn't actually kill you, which is just as well in this game because later on things get very cluttered on the screen. I'm going to save my money up for this time round, I'm not going there. The Psygnosis Cyclops thing was an offshot, known as much as anything I think for Shadow of the Beast and games like that, and for generally very graphically good looking games. If you're not a fan of that period, the sort of heyday, the late 80s to the mid 90s, where they produced lots of very stunning looking games for the time. May not look so good now, I don't know, it depends on your aesthetic viewpoint, but I like them. Well, I'm using still an old SD or standard definition video camera for these. I will be buying a new camera at some point. The hard drive on this seems to be not transferring to PC, so I'm recording it on a little micro SD card. I'm only 4 gig on that, which means I probably can't record too many videos at a time. It's better than nothing. So down to just over, I think, a couple of lives to go. So I'm in the middle of my Easter break, and I'm back on Monday. Today's the 4th of April. So I noticed a couple of people on YouTube aren't posting much anymore, which is X-File and Ian Wilson. I don't know whether they're Slav channels anymore, might be well off the pace on that one. But I do look at everyone else's I subscribe to. Still perplexed the fact that my highest rating videos are the Dreamcast for Kids ones, which had 10-15,000 views. Bizarre, that one. Well, just in there in time. Nice thing, a bit more meatier. I still look at mainly my favourite is still Luke Morse one with his videos. He's got a good mix of different systems, things you can't get over here. And obviously does some repair jobs. I'm sure it'll be very useful for all of us to learn a little bit more about repairing systems. Probably save us having to bin things that probably don't need binning. One of the things you find using these old joysticks is after a while it's actually quite physically difficult to do. The pads require a lot of physical movement in order to make them work, and unfortunately that's me gone. Tough luck, sucker, you were wasted. That was just my first video. I just thought I'd shoot a few, and even if you just look at the first minute or two of each video and just to get the feel of it, that's fine. So if you're watching today, thanks very much, and if you've subscribed before, I'll try and put quite a few more videos on, so thanks for watching.